Children, in our last class, we completed exercise 12.2. We studied ratio, proportion. Yes, basically we studied proportion in exercise 12.2. Today we will start with a new exercise and we are going to study something new in this exercise. Okay, we are going to learn something new in this exercise. So let's start with it. Okay. So we start with an example. Let's take a very easy example. Suppose let's take your example. You went to the market for shopping. You went to the market for shopping to buy stationery. Okay, and you bought 7 pens. You bought 7 pens for rupees 70. And your friend also went to the market and she also bought the same pens, but she bought 15 pens. Okay, she bought 15 pens. What should be the cost of 15 pens? How to find out? Get back to this situation. Here you have got 7 pens for rupees 70. Okay, many pens, 7 pens, right? From here you can find the cost of 1 pen. How? 70 divided by 7, which is equal to rupees 10, right? So cost of 1 pen is rupees 10. Now, if the cost of 1 pen is rupees 10, what will be the cost of 15 pens? 1 pen, 10 rupees, 15 pens, 15 into 10, rupees 150, right? So, in such situations where we find the value for 1 and then we find the value for a given number, okay, or you can say for many also, no problem, then such situations or such methods are called, I know before I'll write, you must have already prompted. Why? Because you have studied this last year also. Right? So, such type of methods are known as unitary methods. Such type of methods are known as what? Unitary methods. So, what are unitary methods? Unitary methods are methods in which we find for one value and then we find for a given value. Where we find for one, then we find for many. Okay. So, value for sum is given. From that sum, we find for 1. How? By dividing. And then we find for a given value which is more than 1 by multiplying. And such methods are known as unitary methods. And our next exercise completely depends on unitary method. Okay. So, without wasting much of our time, let's start exercise 12.3. So, exercise 12.3. Let's start. Question number 1. Children, question number 1 is a word problem. So, I think the entire exercise we have word problems now. Okay, very simple. Exercise this is. So, we are starting with it. If the cost of 7 meters of cloth, 7 meters of cloth. Cost of 7 meters of cloth is rupees 294. Then find the cost of 5 meters of cloth. We have to find the cost of 5 meters of cloth. So, sum is given. From here, we find for 1. How? Through division, and then we find for the given value which is more than 1 through multiplication. Okay. So, the first statement will be about given. What is given? Cost of 7 meters of cloth. So, let's write. Cost of 7 meters of cloth. What is it? Rupees 294. Now we will write cost of unitary method first. First we will find as the name unitary. Unit 1. Okay, so first we will find for 1. So what are we going to write now? Now we will write cost of 1 meter of cloth, which is equal to 294 divided by 7, and we divide 294 and 7. So let's start. No need to make a rough column, you can do it at the side. 294 divided by 7. 7 fours are 28. 9 minus 8 gives us 1. 2 minus 2 gives us 0. 4 comes down. 7 twos are 14. Answer is what? 42. So the cost of 1 meter of cloth is rupees 42. Now what is asked? Cost of 5 meters of cloth. So now what are we going to write? Cost of 5 meters of cloth. Cost of 5 meters of cloth. So here we multiply 42 by 5. Rupees 42 into 5. 5 twos are 10. 5 fours are 20. 21. So this is rupees 210. Okay, and this completes your question number 1. Then we start with question number 2. Ekta. Ekta is a girl. Ekta earns rupees 1500 in 10 days. So how much money? Rupees 1500 in 10 days. How much will she earn in 30 days? How much will she earn in 30 days? So what we have to find out? We have to find the amount earned by Ekta in 30 days. So to know for more, we need to know for 1. Again, what is given? Sum is given. We'll find out for 1. 10 is some days. Yes. So we can find out for 1 from here. That is 1500 or 1500 divided by 10 gives us for 1 day, and then we find out for 30 days. Okay. So first thing, what is given? This is given. That is money earned in 10 days. Then what we have to do? We have to find for 1 day. Okay. So So then we'll write money earned for 1 day and then money earned for 30 days. So let's write. days, that is rupees 1,500. So this is money earned for 10 days. Now what we'll write? Since to find out for 30 days we should know for 1 day, then only we'll get for 30 days. So now what we'll write? We'll write money earned for 1 day. That is rupees 1,500 divided by 10. Children, 0 and 0 will get cancelled. So it's rupees 150. Now we have to find for how many days? 30 days. So we'll write that. So now we'll write money earned for 30 days. Money earned for 30 days. That is rupees 150 multiplied by 30. So 150 into 30. So children, we can only do 15 multiplied by 3. That is 15 threes are 45 and there are 2 zeros. We add those 2 zeros. And if you are not able to do like this, you can do simply multiplication. That is 0, 0, 0. 3 zeros are 0, 3 5s are 15, 3 1s are 3, 4. So it gives us 4,500. So rupees 4,500. And this is your answer for question number 2.